Alright guys, we're going to go over today's ritual. Alright guys, welcome to this session. I'm Wipes and welcome to the ritual for dip disorder. We're doing something a little bit different today. We're going to be doing Milky nails. I've actually never done Milky nails, so this is going to be us learning together. I've looked at how to do it, so I'm quietly confident that, it'll turn out how we want it to, or I hope. But yeah, let's see how things go. So Milky nails, we're using one that has, so it's kind of more like a sheer opacity that you're getting to for the look. We'll see how things go with it. From what I've seen in terms of dip, it looks like 2 layers. So the colours we're going to be using today is Wish. So it's kind of a milky blue from one of the Pastel collections in Whimsy, so it's like a milky green. I've never used these colours before. And we also need a clear. That's what this one is here. I'm not sure if this is a new one. It's a new one. So we'll get that off. Alright, so in terms of the tips, I've already done the sizing for them. I put them on the nail tip holder, some adhesive, and I've buffed them. If you're wondering how to do this, I'll put a card in for this video, and then you can see how to do it for those. I just thought I won't include it because that kind of adds more layers to it. The other thing we're using will most likely be the 240 grit. I've also got this, which I've got from Temu. So basically it's like a scoop. And then I've also got this. So some people have this, some people don't. It's basically for the French mini tray, like you put your finger in for, like that. But we will be using this as more of like a bucket to catch the powder. We'll be using the brush because you've got to brush off that excess, and then the normal things as a part of this, so base, glow and seal. I guess we'll just dive right into it. So first off, we need to start with the clear layer, because we are only doing 2 layers of each for the ones that we're actually doing. So clear layer gets that first layer, and then we do 2 of one colour, 2 of one colour. I'm thinking for the overall mini, because we're in tutorial mode right now, we'll most likely have one colour, Milky, 2 colours, Milky, 1 colour. So that's the kind of theme we're going with for this. So with that in mind, we'll be doing these middle ones as the clear, and then we kind of switch it up depending on where we go. Alright. The thing is, like, for this mini, it needs to be really thin layers. I can't stress how much on the thin. But we'll see how things go. Like I said, this is the first time me doing this, so you guys are going to see me in real time learning how to do things. So, forget base. Now, this one's a bit different because we're going to have to use the scoops. Instead of dipping like I normally do. So, can you see that? Oh yeah, you can. I'm just looking at the camera. So what we'll do is we'll do the thin base, and then we'll do the scoop over on here, so this catches it. This also means that we can just pour it back in there when we're ready. Alright, so let's start off. And we just want that thin layer. Perfect. And because I'm doing it with my nails on, oh my gosh, that makes it so much harder to do things. Yes, I've still got this mani on. See what's going on. Yeah, don't forget to get the sides as well. The thing with doing it this way, like some of it might get missed, so just gotta remember to do those sides and actually end up picking it up. I'm doing this about 6:55 in the morning. It's on a Saturday. Of course I did that. This is going to happen when you do it with your tip still on. Okay, so the last one. Right, we have finished this clear for this stage. What we might do is the outsides. So I was thinking one's whimsy and one's wish. Let's do thin layers again, but this time we dip in. Oh my gosh. This is so hard with the long nails. Don't be like me and do it like this. Yeah, so you get that. Right, we can buff it out at the end, not an issue. Let's go back to work. I'm just going to move this over here real quick. Look at that glue. Alright, so that's first layer for all of them. Alright, oh yeah, we can take this away now for now. So my thinking is doing solids, whimsy, so the green, whimsy, then wish, and then wish on that one. So I know I've done everything so backwards. Let's move these to the side. We need this again. So remember, we are doing really thin layers. This chicken, I've got all of it. Oh, I didn't even don't be like me and do that. Forget to brush off the excess. Remember, brush off the excess. I didn't do that on the last one. Forgot. What we might do is these two, because they should be dry. Oh my gosh. This is because it's so hard to do things with the long nails. And you're seeing this in real time. Now, because we've got actually got a mistake there, you want to also put it in there so it fills up that gap. Let's see if we do it better this time around. It's because we don't have much dip in. Oh, there's a lot of dip in the container and not so much in here. Yeah, see? Oh my gosh. See now? That hole has been filled. Alright, we will pretty sure one use the green one. And then we'll focus on wish. Alright. Remember to brush the excess, guys. Don't do what I just did. I forgot to put this back in here. I'll just pull that back in. Alright, now we can do it. That just means like, so if we hadn't done that, we wouldn't be able to put those tips back into the jars because it'll be mixed with both the colours. I'm actually finding using this method a bit easier, so we might do that going forward. Just because I am using the wrong tips. If I didn't have tips on, the pen would be so much easier. But since we have tips on, we'll change the flow of how we're doing things. As I always say, work smarter, not harder. Usually when we get to the third layer, that's when the colour starts shifting, as in the colour will be more solid. So we most likely will see this when we do the next layer for all of them, because we've got 4 nails, 4 tips that currently have 2 solid colours and 6 that don't. Alright, let's go back to Whimsy. The reason behind why I do it this way is just because like sometimes my brain's in auto mode and I'm trying to make it seem like, okay, this is closed, so this means we don't use that one, then we use the other one. Alright. This is a real bad one if I'm being honest. But I always think, you know, you can fix it at the buffing stage. Or you can buff out all those imperfections. See, I'm not sure if you can see the subtle shift between the colours. So the middle one, I want a green on the bottom and blue on the top, so that's what we're doing now. And we'll see if the colours shift or what's going to happen. It's like blue on top, but with a slight, scissors, with a slight green underneath. Oh, I forgot to wipe the excess on that one again. Oh my gosh. See, this is me making mistakes in real time. I think mistakes just mean that you're human. Because nobody's perfect. Oh. I'm focused. I can hear my pup barking, so half of my focus is on her. Okay. That's the colours done. So let's look at it. So these six in the middle, they're the milky ones. This is a combination of both the colours, and these are the solid ones. You can kind of see that there's like a slight shift, like milky. But yeah, we'll come back to this soon, and then we'll put on clear just on these ones because I feel like the end ones are already thick enough. And then I'll may show buffing, go seal, glow, and then that'll be that set done. Alright guys, we're back. I was actually doing some adult things. So I had put everything away, did some adult things, came back, and we're ready to go. So the stage we're at now, we are going to put on clear to encapsulate this row. I feel like the end ones are kind of at a thickness where they should be okay if we buff them down. But yeah, the reason we're putting on clear on these ones is because we don't want to lose that milky colour we've got currently, and we want to encapsulate that instead. So with doing clear, it means when we're buffing it, we're not going to lose that colour. So with that in mind, we will still use this for capturing it. I'm just going to put this in here. we will still use the scoop. Alright, now that we've done all our layers, what we'll do next is the seal and buffing stage. Just put the clear back in. How do I know this is the clear pot? Because usually the clear pots don't have anything on the top. Alright, that's most likely going to be base for now. And we'll switch over to seal. Put this aside as well. We want to have this stage be quite generous because we need seal to get through all the layers. And that's our finished mani, guys. Congratulations, you've just finished Milky nails with me. That's today's ritual. And thanks for joining me. The next ritual is waiting.